In this lesson, we're going to learn how to combine beatboxing skills along with recording skills in BandLab. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new BandLab song. Here we are. And this time we're going to choose voice microphone. That is, capture your voice or any sound using the microphone on your computer. Here we go. So I have a new BandLab session open. You can see straight away that down the bottom it has set up my microphone, and you can hear, or you can see, that it's listening to me via the meter here. You can see that my microphone is selected there. I have a few. You may just have the one, or you might have another microphone or a headset that you plug in, which you can also use for this task, and you would select that in this list here. Otherwise, you won't need to touch it. Up here, it says voice/microphone, because that is the track that I'm about to record on, and it's just named it for me. That is fine. I could also rename it if I like to BeatBoxing, but as long as you know what it is, then that is absolutely fine. Another important thing for this lesson is the metronome. So I'm going to want the metronome turned on so that I've got something to follow. Otherwise, my beats are not going to be in time with the beat markings and the bars in the actual song. So when that's on, that's actually a picture of an old school metronome. When the metronome's on, it will make a sound. There it is. Notice that there's a slightly different sound followed by 3 sounds. So ba 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 ba. Basically, the initial one or the contrasting one is the first beat of each bar. So right from the start, you'll hear the first one of each bar is different. 2, 3, and there it is. 3, 4. And that's just to help you know where you're up to. Now we also have the speed here. It's currently set at 120. I could set it at, let's say, 60 for argument's sake. And you'll notice that that's half the pace. All right, so that's how you change the tempo. It's essentially beats per minute. And you can change it by dragging up and down, or you can manually change it by sort of double-clicking and then typing in the number that you want. All right, so we're going to do some beatboxing here, and we're just going to do a basic rock beat, which is similar to saying boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and, or in a more beatboxing style, all right, obviously the p is our bass drum, and the t is our hi-hat, and a k is a snare, and a t is the hi-hat again. You'll notice from the previous lesson that we were doing the bass drum and the hi-hat at the same time, and we were doing the snare and the hi-hat at the same time. But I don't know about you, but I can't do that with my voice. If you can, that's very talented. I'm not entirely sure that that's at all possible. So we're just going to stick with boots and cats and boots and cats. And so I'm going to go ahead and record 4 bars of boots and cats. And here we go. All right, there we go. Almost perfect on there. The full 4 bars, but you can sort of grab that and make sure that it's landing right on the 4 bars if you like. It's perfect. All right, all good there. I'll play that back. There we go. I can turn the volume of that up. I can see that it's a little bit quiet. See the waveform's a little bit small. I could change that by getting in closer to the microphone and seeing how that changes the sound. Perhaps it makes it better. Just for way of demonstration, I might try that. Here we go. And you can see with my mouth a lot closer to the microphone, I get a much bigger signal. Point to note, if that signal is getting so big that it's reaching off the ends, you're going to get what's called distortion, and it's not going to sound very nice. What I've done here is pretty borderline. Let's see how it sounds. you well notice that my bass sound, when I'm closer to the microphone, is actually a lot more effective. So you might want to toy around with that when you're making your own composition. There was one other thing I wanted to mention. I'm forgetting what it is. It couldn't have been that important. So have a go at that. I'd encourage you to make, say, 3 different recordings, playing around with distance from the microphone and just getting used to how that sounds. Good luck.